Well, hey guys, welcome to Bowhunting Soul. So, it is March 16th, 17th, something like that right now. It's about a year since we're into this pandemic, right? Whether you believe it, whether you don't believe it, whether you believe the hype about it, doesn't really matter, does it? We're a year into 2 weeks, or, flatten the curve, all this other stuff that we heard about. Now, do you remember the last year? Do you remember how upturned everything is? I mean, think back a year ago how your life pretty much changed middle of March. Okay? Think about that. Before, it's almost like we're talking about apocalyptic. It's kind of weird. But before COVID, look at all the stuff that we took for granted. Look at all the things that we got to do easily. Places we got to go, people we got to interact with, just events, interaction, that kind of thing. But also think about all the conveniences we had, right? No shortages of anything. I mean, really? Toilet paper? Toilet paper and pasta, okay? Remember the whole toilet paper debacle of last summer? Now, it's a year into this, and this has kind of become, unfortunate. I hate this. I want to punch someone in the face when they say this. Is the new normal? Well, it's not normal, number one. Now, we're talking about coming out of this and vaccine this, vaccine that. That's your choice. I'm not here to harp on any of that kind of stuff. But I do want to ask you, what have you learned in the last year? Have you learned about preparedness? Have you learned about, how your world and how, literally, the world can be completely changed and upturned, and just by the few strokes of a pen, or mass hysteria, or again, whether it's warranted or not, whether it's real or not. Just like with anything else, perception is reality. So I'm not telling you guys to go be a prepper. I think I've done I'm sure people have done videos like this all the time. I'm not telling you guys to go be a prepper. I'm not telling you guys to go stockpile stuff to the ceiling. I'm not telling you to do all that stuff. But just remember, if you need certain necessities, if you need certain things, just in daily life, if other people have determined that that's going to somehow be a shortfall, or there's going to be a shortage on it or something like that, well, guess what? You're out of luck, because you don't have it. Again, toilet paper. So as we kind of get into this new normal, new normal, understand that it could happen again. Okay? Are you going to take it for granted that everything's going to get back the way it was? It's probably not. Are you going to take it for granted that the store shelves are always going to be lined with whatever you need? It's probably not. So take this time. You should have taken this last year to really reflect on just how short our supply chains are, confidence, public confidence, social confidence is in each other and our government and money and all that stuff. How many signs have you seen where they don't take cash anymore? It says I don't have my wallet, but for legal tender for all, whatever, right? It's written on the damn money. And now we're being told that we can't use cash money for goods and services and purchases. Think about that. Okay, it's been fiat money since the 70s. But come on. Stimulus checks, all this stuff. Inflation. It's coming. Big time. Okay? So get used to it. So this was going to start off being a video actually about this little gadget over here, which is the Mr. Buddy heater. Okay? But this could apply to a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay? Supplies, food, dry goods, water, gasoline, generators. I have a video on a Honda generator too. Is it the Honda? Yeah, I think it's a Honda generator. The H2000. I think that's like the older version. But if you don't have one, you need to. I mean, just for simple stuff when electricity goes out. If you don't have one of these, you need to. Look at what's happened. I mean, look at Texas. You know, they got walloped with what? 12 inches, 14 inches of snow. They're not used to that. Power was out for days, a week in some places. Now, do you need to survive the apocalypse? Maybe not. But do you need something that's gonna, you know, get your power, keep the refrigerator and the freezer running so you don't spoil all your food and your meat and stuff that you're trying to preserve? Yeah, you really oughta. Do you need a source of heat potentially to keep you and your family from freezing, even if you have to huddle around it for like a day? Yeah, you should. You really should. So that's just it. So I'll go on with my spiel about this. I mean, I think I've done a video on this one before. This is the Mr. Buddy heater. And I'll put a link. Yes, Amazon, of course, as always. Link in below, right? Click on it, go to it, check it out. They've got different versions. This is just the regular Mr. Buddy heater. They have the Big Buddy, where instead of one propane tank, they've got two. And the Big Buddy one actually has a fan that actually blows out the heat that this thing radiates. Okay? Now, I'm outside of the park, and I've got, you know, park people here. It's a county park, and they said, well, no fires. And I said, well, I'm just going to do a video. So I'm not going to fire this thing up. But, I mean, you've seen these. Come on, right? I mean, this is just, it's got a dial, you know, pilot, low, high. In all reality, you know, one pound canister of this thing will get you about, on low, will get you about 3.5 hours or so, realistically. On high, it's about half of that. That's just with the one pounder. But they've got kits where you can hook up a 20-pound propane tank to this. So, you know, it's not so much in the realm of like the crazy prepper, doomsday prepper, all that stuff, where you need to have some basic stuff in your house, basic stuff to get by, just for even like a few days, just a few days. That's it. You're not crazy, so that way you can wipe your butt, drink some water, preserve what's in your fridge, and stay warm while you wipe your butt, eating what's in your fridge. Terrible image, I know, but I'm trying to have some levity over here. So anyway, think about it again. 1 year into this, have you done anything like buying something like this? Have you done anything by thinking about water storage or gasoline storage or generators? Do that. I'll leave links below to that generator I was talking about, or you can find the video too. If I can figure out how to actually link another video to this video, I'll do that. But if I don't, I'll leave it in there. And again, guys, these are just simple stuff. And don't do it until there's a problem. Do you think that people in Texas can like find generator? Well, I mean, it's past now, but when it's happening, do you think if people could go out and get a generator or get a heater? Do you think that in places where they have hurricanes and stuff, that you're going to be able to find supplies to board up your house or preserve water for a few days or electricity for a few days? It doesn't need to be, you know, dinosaur killing meteors about to, you know, wreak havoc on the earth. It could just be like normal Mother Nature type stuff. So think about that, okay? It's spring. I know it's not. It was like 50-something degrees a few days ago. It's going to be in the 30s, 40s today. It snowed like 5 inches yesterday. So I thought, hey, it's a good backdrop, beautiful. But anyway, this is just one example. Mr. Buddy heater, don't wait until you actually need it. Have it with you. It's just a responsible thing to do. You want to talk about new normal? New normal doesn't just mean masks and vaccines. New normal should include this and some other basic stuff. So anyway, I didn't mean that to be a depressing kind of thing. I wanted that to make sure to urge you guys and just remind you, you really should have taken, if you didn't make any changes in the past year about how you run your life and your household, well, shame on you. So, and if you did, well, great, congratulations. Welcome to being a responsible person in the new world. So, all right, with that said, like I said, I'm going to leave all the links below. Please go click on those. I greatly appreciate it. If you go through there, I do get a commission, but again, all the stuff I have, and I have had for a long, long time. So I'm not just spitting out garbage at you guys as far as like, you know, hey, go buy this. So great piece of kit. There's other pieces of kit I'm going to link below. And spring's coming. I hope you guys have taken this time and listened all this way. And with that said, Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, listen to the Bow Hunting Soul podcast too. I don't really touch on this type of stuff too much, but maybe I will. So spread the word, and I hope you guys, spring brings you lots of sunshine, and I hope we go back to our old normal. All right, thanks for watching.